How is it going, guys? Dan got game here, and today we're going to play something a little bit
I'm
different.
so tired. How long have I been here?
A little bit different from GTA or Call of Duty. This game is called Serena. Oh, sorry, I'm just there we
What
go.
is happening to me? I can't get myself to move my feet. There's something here I need to see.
This game's called Serena. It's basically about a guy who can't remember his wife, I believe. And it's basically just one of these clicky look at things sort of games. So I'm gonna click the table because there's a
I
magnifying
have
glass.
to see her one more time.
I have to see who? What, your wife? What? Oh, this? What? Oh, here you go. Hey, you can't see her. Well, that.
Serena, why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
Why has he forgot his wife?
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of
Okay, he's just
ourselves as
sleeping
a
now.
couple, so this one is quite important.
Kinda.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Oh, okay. Moving on swiftly.
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
So far, all I've grasped from this is I'm sitting in a hut, like a cabin, and I've forgotten the complete existence of my wife. Is that what's going on? And my body's invisible. Um,
Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
I'm gonna just keep clicking each thing just to make sure I don't miss everything.
The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions, and there were many more to come. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, his loop stuff now.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points.
Would you pass me the pepper? You know, you should use it too. It's good for the pressure.
I can't help these random associations. It's always been that way. I look at a pepper shaker and think of a Beatles song. It's just a pepper shaker, really. We got this set from that clearance sale, however long ago that was, yet we never needed to refill it. I didn't notice this before. It reads, "Contents imported from Ceylon." How old is this stuff? It's just a pepper shaker, really.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
She always worried about my diet. I used to think she did it to annoy me, but now... Yep, guilty as charged. I love salt. It emphasizes the taste a lot, and those crispy snacks. It's not the healthier type, just regular table salt. I always planned to switch to mineral or sea salt, but then I always ended up buying the regular stuff. Doctors, they always overreact. I could tell plenty of stories about this table.
No.
To be honest, the dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You
get
could
out the
tell
chair
from
now.
its appearance that
Oh.
it had been the centerpiece of many
There we go.
happy occasions. And there were many more to
These
come.
graphics are amazing. Not gonna lie. The detail. It's It's quite good.
We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking. Truth be told, not all the cooking she did was a resounding success. We agreed to never attempt doing ravioli again.
What are these books?
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
What? Random?
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. A lot of rarities and special editions here.
So, he likes to read books.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, this one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
Can I, like, walk over there? Oh, here we go. It's in here. Come love with peace in your heart, sitting now, Namia. Ice blue eyes ride with me, shed your mortal guise, here's our snow white man come. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, you
Come,
guys can
love,
read.
with peace in your
Oh, he's gonna
heart,
read anyway.
said Niamh of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folk tale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Yeah, you've got a spider problem, mate. Let's see what's in here.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Can I not get
It's
into it?
too painful. I want to, but not yet.
So I can't get inside. We go out?
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Creaky flow.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though. Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months.
What's this? No, I'm just clicking around and trying to find something. Can I pull it out? No?
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
Oh god, what have I done? Oh, accident. I'm trying. Bleh. This game doesn't actually utilize WASD, but I'm accidentally pressing them thinking that I can walk around.
Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistas.
Oh, keys.
These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
Okay. What's in this drawer?
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Serena. Who is this woman? Where is she? Where is she?
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
So, is he like a guy that's struggling to... I think, yeah, he's a guy that's struggling to... Like, he's got a memory problem or something. Can I not click anything in here? It's extra.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Okay.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
Cute. Okay. What else is in here? Can I walk over? Go over here. I am really impressed with these graphics.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. She is fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
Check the wardrobe then. Please don't tell me I'm going to just find her body.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it.
Can I open it?
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it.
What?
The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
You're strange, man. So can I go out now? What's this? Okay. Oh god, my bad. Yes, I just minimised the game. There we go. Can we go outside yet? True friends stand by each other through any adversity. Can I go out?
I better stay in case Serena comes back.
So... where should I go? Is there something I've missed? Oh, it's... what? It's... her face has appeared, hasn't it?
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Her face has come back?
My love, we don't have a lot of photos of
Okay.
ourselves as a couple, so
Oh,
this one is quite important.
What? What's happening? Oh, what's this? I have no idea if this game is meant to be a horror game or not, so I could jump
Let me
out.
be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you're feeling lost.
What?
Why? We might just as well stay here.
What is with this hammer?
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday?
The clock just struck.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much.
Is there something? Right then. Did I miss this?
Dearest, how do I... And then you talk...
Read that.
She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it. I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better. Proust wrote all his life about the associative power of tastes and smells. He spent his last years in retreat from the world, though, writing in a cork-lined bedroom.
Does that say Chanel? Chanel. Spelled differently. I see what they did there. Alright then, so I have no idea, like, what am I meant to somewhere I'm meant to go? Oh, hang on, there's a... What? I'm
We
pressing...
did have a horrible fight. I just can't recall the reason.
Oh, I get it now. W is to look up, and then A is to move left, D is to move right, and...
I only remember the fight didn't end well. I must have lost my temper. I think we both did.
and D moves down.
I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar.
Can I open
Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until that ticking. It never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway.
Can I like pull? Is there something under the bed, like under the sheet?
What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips.
Hang on, did I check these
I
drawers?
can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages.
Did I open these drawers? It's closed. Something in the bottom drawer? Nope. Is there something I'm missing? What's that?
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
There's no trapdoor under here. What, so there's trapdoor under that one? Can I open it now? Can I open this chest now? Please, just let me open it.
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy
He doesn't have
now
strength.
fills me with
So what's going to give him strength? That's it.
unbearable sorrow.
Give him food. Did I check? Oh, I didn't check this.
Without any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happened to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
Why don't you have any Harry Potter?
I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see.
Is there like some... What's that on the floor?
I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place.
What? That just...
One more thing I never got around to.
Sit down. We need to talk.
What is going...
I feel like throwing this chair through the window. But that would just make me even angrier. When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here. She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. All the real color faded from it long ago.
Oh, here we go.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me anymore than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Now I remember. It was me all the time. I lost her, and it's all my fault. It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. The jewelry box. What is it doing here? All of this... I couldn't... Why torture my... I'm too upset. I hate her so much. All of this... I couldn't care less about the damn thing. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in.
Is this his stuff then? Must be. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave this here. Join me for part 2, and that should be uploaded tomorrow. I will see you then. Goodbye.